Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answer to human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2.5-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers. And you can transform your life right now on VCMG in South Florida. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2.5 hours, listen and call in toll-free 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. There's a light right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, all across the nation at 866-972-7247. I'm so glad that we're connecting with all of you. And we're here to answer your questions, to tune in, to tap in, to see what is going on in your lives. You see, there's so many things that come up for us in a day-to-day experience. There's so many ways that we can experience life, join others, and celebrate. There's so many ways in this month of Mother's Day month that we can celebrate our mothers and all that they have done for us. They paved the way. Our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, they navigated their own challenges, their own ways of being here in the country, those who came from another country. They've come together and shifted the path for all of us. And it is in turn our time to shift the path for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. You see, I think we all fail to recognize that we each have a power. You see, years ago, and I hope everyone's really listening. Years ago, when life presented a change, I made a choice. You see, there will always be an opportunity for you to make a choice, to choose a new path. But the path that we're meant to be on is not just a path of the ego. Look at me, look what I've accomplished, look at my raise, look at my title, look at my car, look at my house. Those things are beautiful and they're great accomplishments. But we are not here for that. We are here for the betterment of each other. And when I was faced with a choice, I chose a path. And sometimes I don't know if people realize that when you choose a path and you take who you are and dedicate who you are to a purpose, everything in your life changes. The company you keep, the way you conduct yourself, and the way life shows up for you. See, we're here for life to show up for us. We are here so that each one of us can make a difference. Each person on this planet has a purpose that is beyond our being birthed and finding a way to establish ourselves and survive. And that time of reckoning, awakening, is coming upon all of humanity. Everyone is being asked to do something different and to be more aware and more conscious of what is going on around us. Now, that does not mean that we have to get on a soapbox and point out who's right and who's wrong and hit a tambourine and announce that we know the right way. It's not about that. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. It is about a feeling, a sense, a knowing, an energy that comes over all of us and shifts our perspective to see the good in everything. Now, I know many of you could sit and say, I can't see good in anything going on right now. We have to trust the process. There's something big coming for humanity. And then there are a lot of things that are here to kind of catch us off guard, to test you and say, are you really ready to be the person that you've come to be? Are you really ready to show up in your soul's purpose and your soul truth? Or do you want to be enslaved in the ways of the world and all the demands A few minutes ago, before we went on air, we were talking about people. And sometimes you get a feeling that you just can't trust somebody. You have to trust that feeling inside of you. And there are times when you cannot articulate exactly why, but you know something's off. And you've got to make a choice based on that. Not based on what everybody else believes, but based on your gut. And you all have an intuition. You all have a gut. You all have a sense. Maybe you choose not to pay attention. Maybe you're not trusting it. Maybe you would prefer to seek guidance and counsel from someone like myself. And that serves a purpose. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. But ultimately, when someone like myself says something to you, you either have to latch on and say, I believe in that possibility. I believe that that could happen for me. So I'm going to hitch my wagon to that vision. Aligned you become with where that disconnect is. This year, we're going to celebrate 20 years at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And that's 20 years of dedicating energy and space and time and facilitating the journey of everyone. But in 20 years, that also has given all the people who are associated with the Expedito Enlightenment Center the opportunity to become more aware of themselves, and that includes me, to recognize where the programming and the disconnect was birthed long before a path was picked. You see, whenever you get on the path of your purpose, of your meaning, of your destiny, you're going to be faced with all the things that you need to work on. So while I've been working so diligently with all of you all this time, I've had things I get to work on too. Don't think just because I have the opportunity to share information with all of you and engage in your lives, guide you, be a voice channel for spirit and share information, that I don't have things that I am navigating, shifting, becoming more attuned to, and letting go of things that no longer serve me, people, places, and things. Because we all have to do that sometimes. We all have to look at ourselves and say, what in this picture doesn't work? What isn't bringing me what I desire? And a lot of times it's the attachments of how we think life is supposed to be based on what we've been trained to believe life is. And I can assure you life is so much more than making your car payment and paying for your house and where you went to dinner and what drink is your favorite drink. Those are all fun things, but there's so much more to life than going to Starbucks. And what we take for granted is that those things are opportunities, experiences that we can share with others, we can express gratitude for, but they're not what life is really made to be. We've become consumed with those things. We've become consumed with fast food. We've become consumed with getting things now. And fabulous. You can call Amazon and have it by midnight tonight, right? Just place your order. You can call a restaurant and have DoorDash bring it to your door. You see, we've become this instantaneous, instant gratification, this I need it now and I want it my way society. And then when we don't get it our way, then there's something wrong with the world. Then we get upset. We get frustrated. Do you really see anything in nature getting upset or frustrated? Even Mother Nature, when a storm comes through, it's not out of frustration. It's out of a shift in energy and air. And it's a purification. There's a purpose. Ask yourself this: how many times this week did I get frustrated over something that really doesn't have importance to the true meaning of life? Yes, I understand. Maybe it was an inconvenience. Maybe it slowed you up. Maybe it made you late for work. Maybe there was a cause and effect that was major. But we're also giving power to those things. We're giving power to the things that shouldn't define you. I can only speak for myself. But I also have a viewpoint of what I've experienced with so many people over 20 years at the center. And coming up, we were just talking about that before we went on air, a big celebration time for 17 years on radio. Coming up. And you know how it started? Sometimes I have to remind my producer. It started in a very simple way of, we'll just give that a shot. Let's see. And that's what it looked like. It looked like I had an opportunity to be on the radio and it should be fine because I have training in public speaking and training in music and training in motivational speaking and also comedy. So let's take it all together. But that's not why it happened. It looked that way on the outside. And maybe the people who offered me the opportunity at a different station years ago in 2009, maybe they're like, oh, she would be great because she's got this going for her. But you see, I saw it from a different point of view. Because in 2009, I was on a journey. Same journey I'm on now. But it had just begun in a way that I was recognizing that I was being used as a vessel to facilitate other people's lives. And particularly, I had developed a relationship with master teachers, ascended masters. Those of you in the Catholic religion would refer to them as your saints. So whoever you would talk about, be it Jesus, Mary, or in Buddhism, we would refer to Buddha. Muslims refer to Allah. We have the energy of all of the saints and angels that are around us all the time. But I had developed this very strong connection with Saint Germain of the Violet Flame. I had developed this connection because the light was birthed in the center of the Violet Flame, and everyone who comes through the center, and if you've never been to the Expedito Enlightenment Center, please visit us. It's a light that transcends everyone's lives. Even if you never sit with me, you come in and the energy is a portal. So maybe someone has a difficulty finding work. Maybe they've been looking for a very long time. And they come in and they talk to someone in the center. Maybe they sit with me. Maybe they pick up a spray or a bath. And they'll come back a few days later, a week later, and say, oh my God, I waited all this time and I can't believe it. I finally got a job. You see, when you come and you ask for assistance, you ask for help, everyone's listening. Not just your friends and your family, but God's listening. The angels are listening. Your guides are listening. And I was able to create a sacred space where that energy is palpable. And it was that palpable energy that said, let her be the voice that transcends through the airwaves and touches people's lives, even if they never meet her, even if they never call in or watch on Facebook or YouTube. Let's let that voice touch a soul who's sitting in a car somewhere and they feel as if God didn't hear their prayer. Let everyone know that they're not alone. Now for me, although I make it easy, there's a flow of energy that comes through. And that flow of energy is what pushes me to say what I say to you. It's not what I think I should say. I can throw in a little of my personality and a little joke here and there, but it's just this force of energy. And so back in 2009, it was me, a microphone, in a closed-off room with a glass separating me from the board operator, who I'd signal when to tune in and tune out so we could go to commercial. And then a board with phone lines, and then I'd say, oh, we're going to this call, similar to what we do here. You know, we grow, and things change. But the mission has never changed for me. Great, now we're on YouTube and Facebook. Wonderful. Now we are on multiple stations. Fabulous, we can reach more people. But the energy that I have at the center comes with me wherever I go. And that energy has to blend with wherever I am. That energy has to fit in. Otherwise, things can feel empty, disconnected. And I deal with a lot of electronics here. So that has its energy of its own. A lot of electromagnetic energy. But when you connect with spirit, it's so electromagnetic. And so when I connect and I give you a message, there's a sensation that comes over me, an electromagnetic field that embraces me and prompts me to say what I say. It's funny, sometimes it makes my face feel itchy. Other times I feel tingly. It really depends because there's so many guides and angels that come through. And then I'm blessed to have the opportunity to connect with your guides and your angels and your loved ones, and they come through and they come through me. So I can say, oh, this is what they experienced before they passed, or this is what they were suffering from, or this is what they want you to know, because I feel the sentiment. Like I could tear up knowing what I know and feeling what I feel. And that's why your questions are so important. Because you may have a crossroad you're at, and that crossroad may be causing you angst, discontentment, a disruption in your life. Maybe you trusted the wrong person, as we were talking about earlier. Like sometimes you know you shouldn't trust somebody, but you trust them. Well, you're left with a mess then. But it's not as much of a mess as you think it is, because it's a teaching moment. And God has a sense of humor, so obviously we're all really students that have been left behind a few grades, but we're all here navigating it together. And your questions are what's concerning you the most. But what happens when we speak, all of us connecting, whether you call in or you're just sitting in your car saying, that's a great question, or wow, they're going through the same thing I'm going through. Something works beyond the question. Your energy gets uplifted. Something prompts you to have a different experience in your reality. There's a shift of consciousness. And you get your answer and you go, okay, this is what's going to happen. Or, I feel better now. But the energy that works through me, that touches you, then stays with you. And that energy is the energy that, as long as you still hold on to the vision that there's a force greater than you working with you and for you. There's a force greater than you orchestrating everything, even some of your off moments, to get you to where you're ultimately meant to be. Then all of that is going to shift and work with you throughout weeks, months to come. And we here on the station, we at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, we see it. We see the transformation. And those of you who have been listening to the show for a while, I'm sure you can hear the development, the growth in the different people and their calling. If you're like, wait a minute, that person called 2 years ago and they were lower than a pig in a poke. They were in a tough spot. And you're like, look at them now. Because that's the power. That's the divine power that's working through all of us. And for me, it's an honor when I get to show up for all of you. And I really put myself in a place where I do all I can to make everything as conducive as possible so that you can experience it the way I do. And you could see that something bigger is going to shift everything for you. Well, for this minute, we're going to get ready to shift. To get ready to answer your questions at 866-972-7247. We're going to get ready to go to commercial. And after commercial, we're going to come back, we're going to pick this up and go to the phone lines. And for those of you on Facebook and YouTube, if you haven't shared the page, share the page. Share the love, share the light. Tell your friends. Pick up the phone, say, hey, tune in, call in to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You know, the first night I ever did a radio show, we didn't know who was going to call in. But you know, people called. And every week, guess what? People call. So why not let you be one of the people who call tonight? And share the experience right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WDJA AM Delray Beach and in Martin County on 1450 WSTU Stewart. Broadcasting from the H2 Ocean Studios. Your natural sea mineral-based healing product since 2001. Burns, cuts, dry eyes, oral care, hair care, reef-safe sun care, and even pet care. H2 Ocean has you covered. Online at h2ocean.com. That's h2ocean.com. We are South Florida's home for the true oldies channel.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHs. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
Oh,
light right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation at 866-972-7247. I'm so glad to have an opportunity to speak to you right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I'm on the True Oldie station, glad to make this connection. We're on several stations from Miami all the way up right here through South Florida, and we are so glad if you're tuning in. If this is just your first time popping in, then guess what? We've been hanging out waiting for you. We're here every Wednesday night, 6:30 to 9 p.m. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Pop your questions in the Facebook feed and the YouTube feed. We will be getting to you. Now, we've got Calvin Cates coming back to the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the first weekend of June. So go to the ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com to register for a session with Calvin Cates for the Crystal Healing Bed. The Crystal Healing Bed is a fabulous way to balance your energy. It is carrying the energy of the Casa Dom Ignacio from Brazil. That was the healing center where John of God had worked for many, many years, and that energy still resonates there in Casa Dom Ignacio and brings that energy through the Crystal Healing Bed and brings balance to your lives. So visit ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com, learn more about the work of Calvin Cates, or go to calvincates.com and learn more about his Crystal Healing Bed. That'll be in the beginning of June. So we also would love to see you at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. There you'll find an array of spiritual products to assist you on your journey. I'm in the process of wrapping up my apprentice program, and then we'll be putting up on our Sarah Spiritual website all the classes that are coming next. So fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a fun summer school with Sarah Spiritual. So I'd love to see you there. We are going to connect with our friends on our phone lines and give you all a chance to pop your questions into the feeds on Facebook and YouTube. For this minute, I need to go to Bobby, and Bobby is in Coconut Creek. Bobby, how are you doing tonight? Good to make this connection with you, Bobby.
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Bobby. And when I look around you, I see this powerful energy and this bright color of blue and this bright color of purple around you. I see the colors of purple and blue kind of bringing me into the energy of the angels. Have you been doing some extra work with your angels lately, Bobby?
Off and on. I talk with Ariel and, of course, Prudence. And I went to sleep listening to a spiritual TV station online, and had an interesting dream about Charlie. But and you said purple energy. I'm wondering, could that because someone a long time ago said that they sensed Saint Germain around me. And I heard you mention him.
Yes.
I'm wondering, do you see him around me?
I do. That is the purple that I see. The color of Saint Germain is this violet ray of energy all around you, and it's for transformation, transcendence. It's part of the energy of the resolution of karmic entanglements, and also for those who have come onto the planet who are really ready to connect to the energy of their soul's purpose and ready to ascend and transform their energy.
And what crystals does he work with?
Amethyst is his crystal. That is
Amethyst is his crystal.
Yes.
Okay. And, all right, so I can work with him also, which is great.
Yes, and that's the extension of the energy from the center. And I know you've come to the center to visit us, which was so wonderful, and we greatly appreciate that. And we know that that energy will transcend all the way to where you are in Coconut Creek. So that's fabulous.
Thank you. And one more question.
Yes.
We're getting into that time of year where we're having thunderstorms. Thank goodness they're not like the ones in Tampa. I mean, the ones in Tampa are bad. It's almost like Armageddon's breaking out. But I do get a little spooked sometimes with the thunderstorms, and I was wondering if you or Spirit or Ariel, Prudence, Saint Germain, or whoever has any suggestions to help me really work through that, because I'm tired of being afraid of those things.
Absolutely. Yes, they can. And you may want to ask yourself this question. In a past life, where did you have a trauma around rain, thunderstorms? Perhaps you were caught up in a tornado or hurricane in a past life. And maybe we want to do some meditation around that to see why we have such a strong sense of concern when that comes through. But yes, the angels can help you, and Saint Germain can help you transcend and transmute all fear, remove all doubt, and shift you to the consciousness of that all is well and that you are always protected.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah,
You're
because today, we had some thunder. It was nothing to write home about, but I was afraid to get in the shower because I was getting alerts saying lightning's 3 miles away, and I'm like, and my mom had just made up my bed, clean sheets, and I'm like, I do not want to get in that bed till I've gotten a shower.
Well, yes. So,
But I finally did get one.
so look at it this way. It's an alert to make you aware, but do not allow that to trigger you in fear, right? Because it's lightning, it's thunder, but it's not going to cause any harm, right? When you get that message that says go to a safe room now we're like, okay, we're in a different game. Let's go in the safe room, right? And for most people, that's an inner closet or a little space, a laundry room, someplace that's not on an outer wall that you just kind of go and you bring your phone and you sit and watch videos for a little bit and then it'll pass over. You have to see your house sealed in protection, sealed in a white light, sealed with the energy of Archangel Michael, the angel of protection. And I say this to everyone. There are many people who've experienced some tragedies from hurricanes and things, and we've had our share here in South Florida. And for those who have been hit, it's not that the angels didn't protect you. It was just how the storm fell. But we can seal ourselves off so that we can keep that protection. And if something is to hit our home or close to home, it's not going to cause the damage that could be severe. And the ultimate severity is loss of life, right? So, we can always rebuild a house and we can always fix something. But if we are removed from the planet because of a tragedy from a storm, then that's a whole nother sense, a whole nother fear, a whole nother feeling. But I can assure you from what I see in your energy, that's not how you're going out, Bobby. You're not being taken out by lightning. So ask the angels to help you. Ask Saint Germain to guide you through this and you will be okay. And you just tell yourself when you get that alert, in the moment of now, I'm sealed in light and I'm protected. All is well. That's what you say.
I am sealed in light, I am protected, and all is well.
Correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and have a great night.
You too, Bobby. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
866-972-7247. I want to talk to you. And from this minute, I'm going from Coconut Creek. I'm trekking on up to West Palm Beach, and I know we had some storms in West Palm Beach, but we've got Kevin on the line. Hopefully he's not out on a raft somewhere. Kevin, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, Kevin. Just speak up because you sound really far away for us.
What about now?
I can hear you better now. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Now?
Yes.
Yes, it's just been a long, tough, rough year for me as far as abundance, as far as money-wise, in my job.
Yes.
And it seems like it's not getting any better, and I'm trying everything that I can, and I've just gotten so fed up, I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, we're not going to get fed up. We're gonna get full of light. We're gonna shake and shift, and we're gonna make something happen here. So let me take a minute to look in the energy, Kevin. And as I look in that energy, the first thing they make me aware of is that right now we are feeling a little stuck, a little stagnant. I'm going to take you back into time, and as I go back into time, I see here since 2022. It's really not been the easiest of journeys for you, yes? The past 4 years have had a lot of twists and turns, yes?
Yes, that is true.
And when I look at this energy here, I don't feel like we're working in a place or getting work that we enjoy either. So that also has you fed up. Is that also correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, and there's a special knack that you have, Kevin. People usually respond well to you, but you're finding that people are not responding the same because you have a certain energy of you're compassionate, you're kind, you have this energy of charisma that's around you, and things just aren't lining up. Like people are being almost argumentative and they're not really cooperating. Things aren't falling into place. People would normally have said, "Hey, I got you, Kevin. No problem. Here, let me help you with that." It's not happening the way it used to. And you've been the person in the past who's been there for other people. Is that also correct?
That is true.
So when I look at the energy here, this year is a year to get out of the box, break the routine. I see creativity that leads to a new work opportunity. So are you looking for a new type of work, a new job at this time? Because this is a good time to do that.
Yes, I have been. Yes, that is true.
Good. So I want you to continue to do that because I do feel the doors are opening, and I feel around your birthday, by your birthday, the month of your birthday, that's where they put the pin, just like dropping a Google pin. They drop it right there and they go, okay, this is when the door opens and things begin to shift, because I feel like nothing is enough that you do. And that's something I don't want you to say out loud to yourself. I just want to point out that I see it and I recognize it. Now you're going to walk around, you're going to say, I am a man who is the magnet of success. I am the man who is a magnet for money. I am the man who is met with favor and great opportunities. I am the man who is transforming this negative experience and using it as a stepping stone to my greatness. You need to reprogram your energy. I know you're feeling down. I know you're feeling stuck. I know you're feeling beat up. And I know it actually goes back before 2022, because I also see a issue, a problem, a disconnect coming back into the energy of 2013. So I feel like 2013 was another turning point for you. I don't know if we were like ending something or shifting, moving, but that's, so if I go back to 2013, was there a relationship or something we were in that we were a little problematic and maybe coming out of at that time, Kevin, that you remember, 2013?
2013, well, that year, my grandmother and sister passed the same year, 6 months apart.
Okay, yeah. So we were separating from relationship, but they were leaving the planet. So Spirit shows me that was a difficult time. And I'm going to tell you, you really haven't been the same since then, right? It made a tremendous difference with you, family dynamic. It really changed a lot. But you're on the path for some transformation. I do see you're in West Palm. I do suggest, if you haven't popped into the Expedito Enlightenment Center, that you do a couple of things. And what would I say we do? I would say that you use a spray to kind of shift your energy. Maybe take one of the baths that we have there just to open up the pathway. Because I feel, because you are very empathic and sensitive and in tune with people, I feel like you've picked up a lot of energy. And I feel like some of the, I'm going to call them the haters that you have worked with, the problematic people, have kind of like blocked some of the energy, because everything's energy, thoughts are things. I just feel like you want to dust yourself off. And I want you to do a few Psalms from the book of Psalms from the Bible. I want you to do Psalm 23. I want you to do Psalm 57, 27, and 65. 23, 57, 27, and 65. And why do I say those Psalms? Because those Psalms are for protection, for you to be well received, for you to have unexpected divine luck, and success in work and business. This is what we need right now. The rest of the stuff can wait. Would it be great if we could go on a trip? Okay. Yeah, but we're not going on a trip right now. Would it be great if relationships and friendships were a little better? Yeah, but right now Kevin's got to do Kevin. And that's what you're going to work on. For the next 5 months, you're going to do you. And then things are going to begin to shift for you. I hope that I've been of service to you tonight. I would like to connect with you another time and see perhaps if we can bring through your grandmother and your sister, which I know if Spirit took me to 2013, that means they're there for us to access. But at this moment, I feel that we have enough for this session on the phone.
Okay, I'll just stop by the center and see you.
All right. I look forward to that, Kevin. God bless you. Bye for now.
Thank you. You have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye.
All right.
866-972-7247. We're going to go from West Palm Beach. Let's check the weather in Orlando. I got Rose on the line. Rose, how are you tonight? Are you with us, Rose?
Yes. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
I'm doing well, Rose. Good to connect with you.
Yes.
Are we working on
Okay,
something for our work and our career right now, Rose? Because I feel like this is a time for work and career.
Not actively, but, trying to get the clear direction for that.
Yes, you must do that because this is the time. You've had some opportunities before to get some things off the ground, be it a business, be it a new career opportunity. And I know you've been met with a lot of obstacles and issues and things going on personally.
Yes.
And yes, so they seem to have gotten in the way. But we are coming up on another window, vibration, opportunity, energetically for you to step forward and for you to tune in and achieve what you desire. So make a plan. Plan that business, stop pussyfooting around, and let's get going. Because you have the power to get it done, all right? Rose, you've called several times, yes?
No, it's been a while. It's been a couple of years since we spoke.
Right, but you in the past have called several times, correct?
Yes.
Way back when, well, I've been sitting here for a while, so you've been calling for a while, right? Even though we didn't hear from you, you've been connected to us, right? And you would be one of the people that I would make reference to and say, hey, you've come a long way, baby. I know you may not be where you want to be, but if I were to roll the tape and go back in time, you made a lot of changes.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot, right? And you have definitely made a great transformation. Rose, I have a woman standing above you, stands connected to you, really place her on the mother's side of the family, really want to place her in the energy of grandmother energy. Your mother's mother passed, Rose? Is that your mother's mother, please?
She did.
Yes.
She did last year.
Yes, she's right there with you, standing with you. Great matriarchal figure here in the energy. And I think even some of your cooking skills have gotten handed down through her and your mom and things you observed because you have this knack for cooking. Is that true, Rose?
Yes.
Yes. You can thank the grandmother lineage for that, okay?
Awesome.
Yeah, mom's with you and she's sending you much love. Go ahead, honey.
Oh, yes. I hope she feels the love on my end as well.
Oh, yes, she does.
I also lost someone else that was like really close to me. He was taken drastically.
Yes, I feel that male energy. It was an unexpected, tragic accident. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
there was a friendship, a little bit more than a friendship here. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Kind of paints a picture that there was a love between the two of you. Please understand that even though that person left unexpectedly and that love never dies, that love is not over. But I also feel that the two of you could be a little complicated together as well. Was that the dynamic there?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. He's sorry about that, but, that was just how you two interacted, and do know that he did the best to show up the best way he could. All right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. This passing is recent, you're welcome. It's recent, so I can only get little bits from him, but I do know that he is around you, and when you talk to him, he hears you. And yes, so did you light a candle for him recently, Rose, please? Or were you lighting a candle for some reason, please?
Not recently, but for a birthday.
Okay. And whose birthday was it, please?
It was his birthday.
Okay. Because he's thanking me for you lighting the candle. So Thank you for that, because he's showing me you lighting a candle. How would I know that? Because he knows that. And how would he know that? Because
I'm blown.
I'm blown too. I'm like, Lord, he's spying on you, girl. He is right there with you.
OMG.
OMG. He is seeing that energy and he appreciates that light because he's like, she lit a candle for me. I'm like, wow. All right. Aren't you a Snoopy one? Right. So he's right there with you. All right. And he was a Snoopy one, by the way. We know this of his personality because that's how he shows himself, right? Complicated, nosy, bossy, controlling, and not always transparent. So, you never knew what side of him you were going to get. But know that he's in peace. He makes me feel like he didn't feel much suffering before he passed. So just know that. And he is in peace. And as he gets more acclimated there in the energy, the stronger connection I'll be able to give you. But I feel like he did a really good job for someone who hasn't been gone that long. So my condolences, Rose. I know that this hit you hard.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Very hard.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy to hear that, he went with no suffering. So
yes.
That was big for me.
Yes, that is big. And Rose, do you have a son, please?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, because he's talking to me about your son. What is your son's first name, please?
His first name, Javon.
Okay. And your son's birthday, please.
1/16/04.
Okay. So your son's going through a series of changes right now, please? He's going through a shift and a change, and things have been a little harder for him right now. Is that true, please?
Yes.
Okay. Do know that your friend on the other side is looking out for him? Because he's the one who brings your son to my attention. Your son has to focus on what he needs to do. He has to stop pussyfooting around, okay? Before he ends up not where he wants to be.
Right.
My guides tell me he needs to focus on what he really wants to do with his life and make sure he sticks to that plan. He wants success. He wants all these things. He's got to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that he's without talent, your son. So stay with him, guiding him, being very strong with him, and map out some plans for him so he can make a choice that he can have a successful life and a successful career.
I will do that.
Yes.
Wow, you blew me, Sarah. Wow.
Well, know that you are protected. Your guides and your angels are with you. They are here to help you every step of the way. And all your loved ones are with you, supporting you. And give yourself permission. Remind yourself that you are worthy to have the success, the life, and the business that you desire. And get moving. All right?
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're most welcome. It's my pleasure. And thank you for remembering us after all these years. And I know we didn't hear from you for a while, but thank you for remembering the show and being a part of our radio family. We greatly appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye for now. 866. See you later. 972-7247. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're coming back to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We're going to visit our friends on Facebook, our friends on YouTube. Share the page, share the light, share the love, and also pop on. Follow my Instagram page, Sarah Spiritual. We're getting so many great messages from Spirit in the morning. It's like I can't have my coffee in peace because they're talking to me. They're like, start writing, Sarah. I'm like, can I please have a sip of the coffee? They say, no, start writing. So join my morning ramblings of coffee and spirit that I post on my Instagram page. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Do you know me?
Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation at 866-972-7247. So glad we're connecting with all of you. I want to visit my friends on Facebook and YouTube. And while they're getting ready to pull those questions up for me, let me share with you that if you'd like to have a personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual, then you can go to my website, sarahspiritual.com. You can visit me in person, or if you're not local, don't worry, we can still connect. We've got the opportunity to connect with video, FaceTime, WhatsApp, you name it, Zoom, and we can also connect by phone. So visit sarahspiritual.com, select the session that feels good for you, and we will be able to make that connection and see what Spirit has to say for you. I want to go to my friends on Facebook and YouTube before we go back to the phone lines. And if you haven't joined our phone conversations, then visit us at 866-972-7247. Dial that number and get in the queue. Let's see, who do we have on Facebook and YouTube for us here today? Let's take a look and see what we have. Who do we have? We have a question for Facebook. There we go. We have Jane Bodie. Jane says, "Hi, Sarah. I'm getting messages from Spirit that I'm on track and better days are ahead. This keeps me going. I'd like to know if there's any other messages I may be missing. Thanks so much." Well, Jane, I'm really glad that you're following the prompting of Spirit and better days coming, because you're passing through the darkness that you've been through. When I look at the energy of 2024 into 2025, my guides tell me it was a bit of a roller coaster, and I feel as if you have not felt supported, and financially I feel like things weren't where you wanted them to be, and even connections with people. So everything of the word they give me was very disconnected. So we are on a different path of connection now. Archangel Michael steps up to be around you. Archangel Michael is giving you this energy of protection, sealing you off and protecting you and guiding you along the journey. Look for the energy to shift for you significantly when we come into the month of August. That's when things are full speed ahead. I really feel like this could be a great time for you to shift something in your career. So if you've considered a promotion or even a new gig, give some more thought and consideration to that, and let's see if you visualize and put it out to the universe how fast something can manifest for you, because I do feel this is a powerful time for you. Thank you so much, Jane Bodie, for your Facebook question. Let's take one more for this moment from Facebook and YouTube and see who else we've got going on in our conversations. All right, we've got to go to our friends on YouTube, and we have Alyssa Brewster. And Alyssa, she needs to know what to do. She has a crossroad, and she doesn't know if she should stay with the job. And I have right now, will I get another job? And she has a house and a car payment and a 4-year-old to raise. Well, yes. Should I stay or should I go? Well, I'm going to tell you at this moment, I don't feel that you have the right direction as to where you want to go for your next job. Will you get another job soon? No, not yet. There is work that will come for you. And when I look at where you're at in the journey, and I'm thinking that we are in this time of shift and change, Alyssa, and in the shift and change, when I take you to the fall, something about this energy makes me feel like the fall would be a good time for you to really make a leap to something else. Should you stay at the job? You stay at the job until you have something else that is better and more aligned to you and has more security. I do feel that's coming for you. Be patient, apply, keep your eyes open, your ears peeled, and know that the universe is going to support you. All right? Thank you so much for your YouTube question. Continue to put your questions on Facebook and YouTube. We will get back to you. And I want to go to, on my phone lines, I'm just feeling led to do this because I feel like it might tie in. I'm going to go to San Antonio, Texas, and let's see, we have someone there, and we have someone named Alyssa on the phone lines. Alyssa, are you with us? Alyssa, are you there in San Antonio, Texas?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you have a question on the YouTube page?
It was me. Yes.
I knew it. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I'm answering a question on YouTube, and I'm thinking she's on the phone lines. Let's cut to the phone lines. I love when spirit comes together and tells me things. So, Alyssa, yes, there is another job that comes for you. It's just not yet. And yes, we have responsibilities. And so spirit really wants you to stay where you're at for now until we have a safe place to land, right? It's a difficult time to end up somewhere where we're uncertain, right? And on probation, because you do have these obligations. But what I am also made aware of is that at this moment, you're feeling this energy of lack, and it doesn't feel like you're making quite enough to keep everything going. Is that also true?
Yes.
Yes, right. So it's a tough gig. So I say to you this, see what you can do on the side. Is there a side gig, a side job, something you could do from home that you could make or create to sell? This would be a great expression of self and something that could give you a little more power and control until that right job comes along. And or if we do really well, which you have the capability of doing, maybe we really won't even need the job except for whatever it brings to the table, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Have we given thought and consideration about doing your own business of some sort or starting something?
I really have. I've really considered creating a YouTube channel. I've considered going back to school to recertify or basically certify myself in maybe another area of expertise.
Right.
And I just, I think my difficulty comes with the fact that it would be a little hard for me to unstuck myself in August if I commit to the work I do, so that's the scary part. But I trust your intuition completely.
Yeah.
And
be open to possibilities. All right, Alyssa, be open to possibilities, and understand that the universe will open up a door, regardless of timing, and it'll fall in the perfect time. And your statement to yourself is, I'm always in the perfect place at the perfect time doing the perfect thing. See, then you're always in perfect alignment with the divine plan, always in the perfect place at the perfect time doing the perfect thing, right? Because one thing you want to be very much aware of is that we have these obligations. So we have to strategically decide if we're going to go to school, and then that brings up a whole host of how do I go to school and pay bills all at the same time. So we're going to have to juggle that part right now and see. I feel as if there's something else that you are meant to do totally different than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay? So we've got to get you there, but it's going to be a process. Yeah. And this year of 2026 into 2027 is a closing out year. Your new beginning of starting a new career officially, like doing something that is totally different, is really more of a 2027 opportunity. So not knowing how long it would take to get a certification or what's necessary for what you're considering, this would really be happening in 2027 through 2028 for you. So do what you need to do now to continue the growth. A YouTube channel will be very advantageous for you. After we move forward with that energy, we want to align with something that we require some schooling. As you acquire some schooling, you look at what's necessary and you find how you're going to juggle, how you're going to get help with your child so that everything will fall into place. And you have to say, I trust the universe will support me. Everything will fall in the perfect place at the perfect time. And just keep reminding yourself of that and everything will be well.
Oh, thank you. That makes a lot of sense and it helps me to ground my person. Thank you for that.
Yes, you do, because you have so many great ideas, right? And some things are literally up in the air, right? But, you've got to balance it all out within yourself. And it will come. And the best aspect of you being up in the air is in the air. You're closer to the heavens and all the great inspiration of the universe. And you've got a lot of ideas, girl. So let's keep playing with those ideas. You never know what the universe will put before you first.
Oh, I hope it's the lottery.
Well, we can work on that too, all right? So you might want to play a form of your birthday, be it the year or the month and the day. Give it a whirl, because whenever I was in a pickle, the lottery would definitely come into play and help me out. So that's how the universe can give you additional abundance. And so the way you tell the universe you're open to the lottery is you say, I'm open to abundance that flows to me from multiple spigots. I'm open to money coming to me from games of chance, unexpected gifts, and unexpected forms of money. That's how you tell the universe, hey, I don't want to just count on my paycheck, universe. Let's open up another spigot so that the money can flow right through it and straight to me. That's how we're going to make that change.
I claim it.
All right. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for your call and for your YouTube question. We appreciate you. Bye for now. All right.
Bless you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye. 866-972-7247. We're going to go to Sarasota. And in Sarasota, I've got Kim on the line. Kim in Sarasota, how are you? Are you there, Miss Kim? I have Kim in Sarasota. Let's see if we can get Kim to pick up. Kim in Sarasota. I hear something in the background. Maybe she's not next to her phone. Kim, are you there? Kim? Going once, going twice. Kim in Sarasota. We're going to put you back on hold if we don't hear back from you, Kim. And we will come back to you in a minute, Kim in Sarasota. So we'll put Kim on hold. And Kim in Sarasota, we're going to put you on hold. And we're going to go to Cheryl in Deerfield. Let's go to Cheryl in Deerfield. Cheryl?
Hi, how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well, Cheryl. Good to make this connection with you. Good. Hello. We've got you here. And where might you be?
Great. I'm so glad, and I'm so honored to finally connect with you. I was trying to talk to you last week, but you were so busy, and I didn't get on. And so now I'm here, and I'm very grateful to hear your voice. I hope you're doing well.
All is well, Cheryl. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And are you here in Florida, or are you elsewhere? Where are we right now?
No, I'm still in Connecticut, staying with my aunt and uncle. But, you know, how you were speaking earlier, it was almost like you were speaking to me about, you know, you're looking for work, and then, you know, you manifest things through meditating and thinking positive and the energy exchanges. And I feel a big change coming up for me, and I feel good about it and excited, but I needed some confirmation from you. I think very possibly, I have an interview tomorrow for a position in Florida. You know, I've been trying to get back to Florida, so I'm a little bit closer to my sons and my husband. And I'm excited about this interview tomorrow. I hope I do well, and I thought maybe you could give me a little direction and some insight.
Yes. So when I look at where we are in this wonderful time for you, this is designed to kind of give you a better rhythm, a better balance. And I feel that although it's been a great adventure traveling and running all over the place, I feel that this is a time for you to get back in some grounding and some balance. And I think that family will bring that to you. And I do feel that this position is similar to what you've been doing. Is that correct, this position in Florida?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
and
Sarah,
so
it is. It's the same field of work, and it's a brand new hospital. It hasn't even opened yet.
And I see that, I feel like you have the experience and what they need. So I do feel that this is going to play out well for you.
Ah, that's great news. That's wonderful. I know
we've got some
very happy.
Yes, and you've got some great recommendations from people that you've met along the way from up north. So it really kind of diversifies your resume and really offers a really good ability for you to show well in your interview, and for them when they do the background of, you know, your recommendations. I think you're going to have some fabulous recommendations lined up.
Right. Thank you. That's great. That's very confirming. I feel this way also, and I think that it is time. I think that my time here has been a stepping stone, and it's been wonderful. But in my heart, as much as, I mean, like I have an apartment I'm supposed to move to like in a couple days. But this interview came up, and it was on a whim, and I saw it and applied, and then they called me twice. So that's a good sign.
Right.
With the recruiter, and now I will have a formal interview tomorrow with the directors. And the fact that it's brand new, Sarah, I'd be getting on the ground floor with possibly some opportunities for something maybe in more of a leadership role. I don't know. You know, something where I can get off my feet a little bit, so to speak. And, you know, have some personal growth and maybe be a mentor to other people. I don't know. This is where my brain is, you know, I've been trying to manifest that because I think that's what I would like, especially seeing as it's in a brand new place. So it's in the middle of Florida, so it's not real close. It's not real close to my family, but
listen to what I'm
not
going to
that
say.
far either.
Listen to what Spirit's saying. Spirit is saying that when you're in the interview, focus on what they're asking you and the task that they're giving you and they're presenting to you, and stick to the topic. All right? Don't get ahead of yourself in the interview. And then after you've answered all those questions and you have proven that you have the expertise, and you could say to them, and one of the reasons why I feel I would be a great asset to this new hospital is that besides the fact that I'm passionate about what I do and I love my patients and you talk about the tasks again, but I know that I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise that I would love to have the opportunity to share with others and help cultivate a winning team for you at your hospital one day, should that be a possibility. Ooh.
Wow. I love that.
I love that too. I love when Spirit gives me this really profound stuff. I'm like, wow, right?
Wow, that is so well said. And they know that I need to shut my mouth at certain points and let them talk.
Correct. Because,
you know, because I've asked too many questions, although they did ask me a pay scale, and it's lower, of course, than what I have here in Connecticut. After I did some thinking, they don't have the taxes in Florida that they do in Connecticut. It may even out. I may be okay.
It should, and my guides are telling me to tell you, remember it's Florida, honey, suck it up. Because if you can see growth for you there, then let's just get ourselves back to Florida. Click your heels, Dorothy. Let's get you back out of the land of Oz, right? Back into, it's not Kansas anymore, but let's get you back to Florida where we are underpaid, but okay, and do your best to prove yourself. And remember, stay on topic with the interview initially, and then you can always throw in a very pithy, it's one of my favorite words, everyone who knows me knows, I think that when people are trying to sell themselves, they need to listen more, talk less, and when they do share, it needs to be direct, and it needs to be sincere, and it needs to be pithy. So you want to practice being pithy between now and the interview.
Okay. I'll do that, and I'll look in the mirror, click my heels 3 times, and look at myself and say, Sarah told me to do this, and I think she's right, and so did the spirit guides. And, feel confident tomorrow because it's at 11 o'clock.
All right,
Keep your fingers crossed for me, Sarah.
I will. No, I don't cross fingers. I pray, honey. Because if I cross fingers, I won't have fingers to keep moving. So I got stuff to do. But I will tell you that you will let me know. You'll send me a message, and we will celebrate your return to Florida. We're going to hold the vision. The whole audience is, holding vision with you. And let's make this happen. All right? It's been a great adventure.
Yes,
Time
please.
to come on home.
Yes, it is. I know it's ready. And I know it's time. I feel it in my heart. I do.
Right. Absolutely.
I do. And I think I need to be closer to the boys and but far enough away where I can still feel independent.
Absolutely. And
if you know what I mean, Sarah.
And we'll have to handle that apartment thing, but we'll deal with that when we have to, and I'm sure it'll work out.
Oh, I hope so. So much to think about. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome.
God bless
All
you.
right.
Love you, and I'll be in touch.
All right. We're looking forward to it. All right. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Thank you. Bye.
866-972-7247. I sure do want to talk to you right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on the True Oldie Station. This is the place where, well, just about anything goes, and you can pick up the phone and call just about anything, and we can chat. We can see what Spirit has to say, and we can talk on Facebook, we can talk on YouTube, and we can share great experiences and really build a connection and family between ourselves, our guides, our angels, and our loved ones. So stay with us, everyone. We're going to be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WDJA AM Delray Beach and in Martin County on 1450 WSTU Stewart. Broadcasting from the H2 Ocean Studios. Your natural sea mineral-based healing product since 2001. Burns, cuts, dry eyes, oral care, hair care, reef-safe sun care, and even pet care. H2 Ocean has you covered. Online at h2ocean.com. That's h2ocean.com. We are South Florida's home for the True Oldies channel.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussion to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
me and you.
Yes, indeed. There's a light right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and you're listening to us on the True Oldies station, and we're just all the way down in Miami, flying on up the coast here in South Florida. So glad to have the opportunity to talk to all of you all across the nation at 866-972-7247. And we're going to talk to our friends on Facebook in just a moment, so get those questions ready. But before we go to Facebook, I've got to go to Lake Worth. I've got Kimberly in the house. Kimberly, how are you doing? Good to make this connection with you. Kimberly, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Good to see what we've got coming up here for you. When I look at this time, I really feel like the past 2 years have been very transformational for you. Kimberly, have you been going through a few twists and turns to get yourself to where you are now?
Many. You are absolutely right.
Yeah. It's a long and winding road, but I just know that you're going to get there.
Gosh.
You know, and because I heard that song in my head when I started to talk to you, I was like, long and winding road, right? And it's like, yeah, and you're like, well, somebody lead to my door with a barrel of money, because that's right about where Kimberly is right now. She's like, where's the money, universe? Because you are just like sweating it right now. Is that correct?
100%. I'm like overly anxious and stressed, and it's affecting my health right now. Like I've been really sick, and I can't seem to, get out of it, and emotionally and physically.
So I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose, but I do feel that you have been in this state of fight or flight, right? And so it's increasing levels in you. I'm seeing a lot of inflammation. Again, not a doctor, not diagnosing. I'm just looking at hot spots energetically in the body, right? Not a medical diagnosis. But what I do feel is that you're also holding a lot of sorrow and loss and disappointment in people. So it's just very heavy in you. Does that make sense to you? Are you there, Kimberly? Some reason. We just lost Kimberly. I don't know. So we lost her. So we're going to hopefully have Kimberly give us a call back and connect into the energy here. But I'm going to hold that thought. I'm going to put a pause on it. I'm like, Spirit, put a pause on that, because we were on a roll, but we're going to just leave that long and winding road and just let it reconnect. So she lost her connection somehow. So while we're figuring out Kimberly and see if she can call us back, I'm going to go to my friends on Facebook and YouTube, and let's see what we've got in our Facebook feed, our questions here. And I have to pull up Facebook myself. I haven't really, I know, how am I supposed to talk to people, be on camera, and talk to friends on Facebook? You'd be surprised. But we're going to pull up our Facebook questions here. So we're going to get that pulled up. And we're going to see who's got questions for us on Facebook. We got Liliana Rose. And she says, hey, I've been having a really hard time for the last year. She's had a lot of issues with friends, acquaintances. There's been a lot of mistrust for me with people. And I'm wondering if I saw anything about that. And so let me tell you this, Liliana, I think that's how you say your name, Rose, so forgive me if I didn't say it correctly. When I look at this energy, I feel like last year, 2025, you were supposed to really be connecting with new friends and new people, but I feel like before we can do that, you had to clean house. And you should have a mistrust for people, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the people that you've been in a circle with have not been showing up for you. And you've always been this very good friend. You're very sensitive. You're very grounded. You're very strong-willed and practical. And you do anything for anyone. And so now you have to realize that what you give is not being given back to you. And people see you as someone who can accomplish just about anything you set your mind to. And so they're kind of like sucking off your energy. So we don't need that in our circle. So we're going to clean house. You did the right thing. I don't want you to not trust old people. I just want you to know that when people show you who they are, believe them, and pay attention to that and trust your gut. That's what we were talking about in the beginning of the show. I'm not sure if you were listening to the beginning of the monologue, but we were talking about how people have their energy and they feel a feeling and they have to trust their gut and follow your intuition. And if you don't feel like you can trust somebody, we need to recognize that we can't trust someone. So you are right to feel that the people you have around you or have been are not right for you. But this year is really about you making shifts and changes for work, money, and career. So this year is really meant to bring you more abundance. It's meant for you to put the focus not on friendships, not on community right now. Right now we've changed gears. Zoop, we've gone to the other side of life, and we are focusing on money and career and getting ourselves together. As we build ourselves in a different echelon of people, a different way of looking at life, you're going to attract a different frequency of people. We're going to have all new friendships and things as we go into 2027. But right now, focus on what can I do to advance myself for work and career, and that's going to take you really far. I know that you had issues with people because you also gave people information that they didn't need. So you need to learn to, my spirit guides tell me to tell you, zip it. Don't talk too much about what you think and what your feelings are until you know who your audience is. And based on that, you're going to learn a lot. People will show you who they are. Thank you so much, Liviana, for your question. And we look forward to hearing from you again on Facebook. And we wish you the greatest of success in all that is coming for you in the near future. It's going to be good, dear. All right, let's take another one from Facebook and YouTube before we go back to the phone lines, because rumor has it we have Kimberly back on the line. I can't believe we lost her in the middle of, I was on a roll. But anyhow, we are going to Mark Daniel Potts. Mark is like, hey, I was approached by a friend possibly to qualify for a friend of his to use my electrical license. Do you and the spirits think they're trustworthy? Is that good? So, Mark, let me tell you this. This is a good time for you to advance your business. But remembering this is your license, and I don't know that this friend of a friend, if I'm reading this correctly, is the right fit for you. What I'd love to know, and you can send me a message on Facebook, is I would love to know what the person's first name is and their birthday. We don't want to put that all up on Facebook, but because I'd love to know a little bit more about that person energetically and their soul purpose. Because I do want you to be very aware of who you share your license with, because this is your future and your business. I do feel it's really good to hold a license and let other people work underneath it. It's a great way to build multiple streams of revenue for yourself. Very smart business. But again, if you don't have the right contractor under you who's working with your license and building a reputation for themselves, but also carrying a connection to your reputation, it could be suicidal in the business world. So you are right to ask the question. Give me back some information in a Facebook message. I'll be happy to pick up the conversation with you, Mark Daniel Potts. And we know there's much success for you in your relationship and love. So keep keeping on. Everything's going to work out for you. Thank you so much for your Facebook question, Mark Potts. All right. I got to go back to the phone lines. I got to go back to Lake Worth, and I got Kimberly on the line. Kimberly. All right.
I am so sorry.
That's okay.
I was in the middle of talking to you, and there we go.
There we go. So I was in the middle of talking to you, and I was also talking to the voices in my head. So let me roll the tape back. And so we were talking about inflammation in the body, and not that I'm a doctor, but I'm seeing energetic hot spots in your body. And when I see the energetic hot spots, I know that there's a disruption for you, right? And I also was saying that I feel like there's a lot of heaviness sorrow, loss, mourning. You're carrying a lot of energy with you. That's a heaviness that's actually causing a lot of disruption in your physical body. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. So when I see what's coming here, I know that you need to go a little bit more. Again, I'm not a doctor, but we need to take a look at all the things that are going on. We need to tie them to, you need to look at the labs of the blood work. We need to see what minerals you're missing. What are we missing in the energy of, vitamins and things? Where's the blood counts? Where's everything going? And then we need to find
it's
our
iron, and my iron is extremely low. Like I need a transfusion. So you're on spot with that.
Okay. So hear what I'm about to say. If we don't know the root cause as to why your iron's a problem, we're going to continue to have a problem. And iron is so important for the health and wealth of a human body. It's crazy. And a lot of us, from what I understand, don't get enough iron. And so for you to be plummeting into the lowest numbers that you could pretty much have with and still stand up, which is how I read the numbers energetically, then you've got to get to the root cause. And you may not get that from your traditional medical tests. You may want to skip down the path of someone who's more functional so that we can explore some things that will help support that and not have you continue to make this be a battle, because something is off and there's so many things that could be underlining. And I am not a doctor, so I can't even begin to suggest them because that would be not the right thing to do. But I do know that there's a root cause, and I want you to get to that root.
Okay. So there's something like else causing it that I need to explore.
Correct. We don't just not have iron because we didn't eat our spinach like Popeye and have a good steak.
Right.
Okay? There's more to the story.
100%.
All right. But do I see you passing through this?
Do you think it's a more serious root cause? Like there's something more serious than just, me continuing to have these iron issues?
There's something out of alignment in the body, and if that continues, then we will get to something more serious. So, we're not waiting. We're going to take some action.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
I do have an appointment with a hematologist, so I'm going to do that. And it's just I feel right now, now that my body's feeling so low, it's my mental state and my depression is, also risen.
Off the chain.
And
yeah. Mm-hmm. I see that.
And so, and of course, there's worries that my daughter, she just graduated with her master's and for the last 5 months can't find a job. And so it's stressing financially, and she's been applying everywhere and I don't know. And so I think I take on those worries too.
Everything has its time, and I will say that there are other people who are going through a similar thing, and not that we want to be a party of anybody else's story, but she's not alone in the journey. But I know that work will come, and she needs to look outside her field just so that she could get a job to get things moving, even though she has her master's. Maybe curtail her resume to be open to more diverse opportunities, according to what Spirit's showing me, so that she can apply for many things and, not be so focused on it's got to be this, right? Sometimes we need to come in through the side door. We can't go in the front door. So we're going in the side door. I don't care if we got to take the dumb elevator. Let's go, right? Just get in the building. Then we're fine, right? Once you're employed, once you're in momentum, once you're part of the workforce, it's a little easier to move and navigate from one place to another and to get a different job.
Absolutely.
Did she try FPL?
FPL?
Florida Power and Light.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to, I will. At this point, she's willing to do whatever.
What is her master's in?
FPL.
What's the master's
I'm
in?
sorry?
Her master's is in?
Social work.
Social work, okay.
Yeah, she wanted to do more international health and something like that, but at this point, it's just no jobs in that.
For now. But, she's got to try everywhere, right? She's got to try major corporations. Okay. How is her skill set applicable? What can she use that for? Is that something that might be advantageous for just some type of entry level into some human relations, HR type work just for now, and until she can find a niche. She probably can't find it right here in South Florida, so maybe she's going to have to go somewhere else. Maybe she's got to go to Tampa. Maybe she's got to go to Orlando. We don't know, Kimberly, right? We've got to be open to all possibilities, right? And what I do know about a lot of social work programs is they're being cut.
I lost my job in social work a few months ago, which, is also affected, my depression and stress level right now. And I'm trying to bounce myself out of it, but it's been hard.
Yeah. I am the woman who is abundant beyond measure. Money flows to me with ease and grace. I am the woman who is a magnet to success. I am the woman who is in the perfect place at the perfect time. And right now I'm grateful for the opportunity to have downtime so I can heal my body. And as I am emerging healed, I'm going to attract the perfect work opportunity to not only sustain me, but fulfill all my needs and desires. This is the conversation we have with self when we're having a meltdown.
Okay.
All right? Reposition the thoughts. Okay. So when the thought goes in the direction like, holy crow, what am I going to do? Right? We've all had those thoughts. Then you go, whoa, 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 whoa. You should see me in the house. I'm like, whoa, pull back, Sarah Spiritual. Let's not have a meltdown right now. It's going to work out. Everything always works out. Let's not get frustrated. Let's not get aggravated. Let's not get worried. Those feelings unplug me from the universe, so I don't want to be unplugged. And considering I work for the boss up there, I can't be unplugged. I don't even know. What are they going to write me up? I'm not quite sure what would happen if I officially unplugged, but, so I can't lose myself in that because it lowers my vibration, right? And then things feel disconnected, right? That's why even when I work here on the radio, I have to sustain a certain level of connection, and everything has to be connected all around me working for me to stay in that high concentration, right? So just because I'm connecting and talking to Spirit to give information to all of you, you all have to do it for yourselves. You have to be connected so that the negativity and the ways of the world and the hypnotic suggestion of there's not enough food, there's not enough water, there's not enough gas, there's not enough money, we're all going to, whatever story they're playing on the radio these days and on the news, whatever, it's not your reality. You go, oh, no. That may be happening, and I know God's going to fix it, but that is not impacting my world. In my world, everything's aligning for me. This is how we must have the conversation with self. Otherwise, we'll be one step away from bats, bananas. I mean, we'll be crazy. All right, Miss Kimberly? All right, somehow we might have lost her again, but I think we've got our point across. Ideally, she'll be fine. Somehow she doesn't have the best connection where she lives. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And if you're on hold, please don't go anywhere because we're going to go to all the different places that are listed on my board right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on the True Oldie station. So glad to have you joining us here. And we welcome your phone calls at 866-972-7247. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation, right here in South Florida, and you can reach us at 866-972-7247. I don't know, I got to see what show number we're at. I don't know, but I think we're on a pretty popular show number here. Maybe it's 811, 812. I know somebody will tell me what it is, but this is the place where 812. We are moving up in the world. And it was funny, I was looking at some of our old Facebook posts and it's like, oh, our 250th show and oh, our 325th show. I go, wow, that seems like such a long time ago. that all of us have been just hanging out, talking to each other. I'm going to go back to our phone lines, and I've got to go to Dee Dee in Orlando. Dee Dee, how are you tonight? Hi, Dee Dee. We are here live on radio here with you in Orlando. Are you with us, Dee Dee? Okay, we're going to see if we can... Hello, Dee Dee. There you are. Yes, we've got you. Great. Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to make this connection with you. Dee Dee, have you called the radio show before?
Yes, I did. I've called many years ago. I used to call all the time, and then life happens. And today I saw your email, and I'm like, you know what? I sent it to my cousin Rose. I said, remember that used to be our thing we used to always call? She was like, yeah. And I said, you know, I'm going to call today. And she also called.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. Good to have you again. And yes, I talked to Rose just a little while ago, and isn't it funny? The gang's all here. All these years later, right? 812 shows. And I remember when you used to call when I was on the other station. So now we're going back like 10 years ago. You used to call. Not that I remember all the stories, but
back in 2014.
Yes,
I think it was 2014.
Yeah, we were having a party back then, right? And I remember though, not the whole story, but you were going through a lot of twists and changes. A lot of things going on with people around you, trying to get yourself situated. And there was a lot of blockages then. This year, I can tell you where you're at now, is that we are really ready to tap into trying something new and really changing the environment around you. And Dee Dee, were you thinking that you might want to move or do something different where you are? Because I see some type of rearranging for you.
Yes, I was thinking of moving from the house. I've been at this house for the last 10 years.
Right.
11 years, and I'm just ready to move.
It's time to move, but not yet. So there's a time for everything. And if I were to tell you that we want to wait till we get a little closer to your birthday, then we can begin the journey. I don't feel like you're clear on where you want to go yet either. So we need a little more clarity for the universe to begin to create that for you and support you in that. And when I look into the future, I do see a successful move. I feel like things have become stuck, stagnant, heavy, just too routine. And we need to break the routine. And we need to wake up in the energy, feeling fresh and alive. But I really feel that you need a makeover. I'm not saying we need a facial makeover. You can go for one if you want. But what I'm saying is we need a life makeover. We need a do-over. We need to reset some things here. And you too have this talent for having a business and doing something for yourself. And you also have your very spiritual side, which I don't feel like you've been tending to enough. Is that true? We're not quite doing our spirit stuff.
I don't know.
Have you been doing connections with the divine, and are you lighting your candles? What have you been doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
I haven't lighted any candles, any of that. I did light up a candle back when my grandmother passed. That was in March. I light up a candle in March.
Okay. We need to do a little bit more of that. You know, when you read what a candle represents in Scripture, it says a candle is a light unto the path. And when we light a candle for our grandma, we're lighting a candle so that our grandmother's energy can have more light as she aligns with the light of God in the transition. But we also need to light candles here on earth for ourselves and for our family so that the light and the energy can absorb any negativity and blockages. So I would suggest that you light a white candle for you and your guardian angel to clear the way, because right now your energy's feeling a little stuck. Is that true?
Yes, I really do feel like my energy's been a little stuck and things just hasn't been going like they're supposed to. I mean, I had an incident that happened back in March, and that kind of like sets me back big time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just irritating and frustrating at the same time, trying to navigate through everything.
And is there a legal paper or something that we're also dealing with too, please?
Yes.
Okay. And is that something that's not settled yet, please? Because I see it's still being there. Is that true? Is it still active?
Yeah, it's not settled. It's still active.
Okay. So this is something that we can pass through. Okay. Do you have a lawyer helping you with this?
No.
It can't hurt to have some advice in this.
Okay.
Right? Don't try to do it on your own because
right.
they can get everything to just kind of like, okay, all right, quick. This is where we're at. Let's try to do this. And you need that support. You need that foundation behind you is the word Spirit gives me. But this too shall pass. Okay. Yes, it's something that's recent, but I do feel that as we come out of the end of the year, you will have some kind of resolution or restitution, something, okay? So just be open to what we need to do, and you will find a way and make a way. And then after all that's settled, then we get to move, all right? You know, and I don't feel like you're in the best neighborhood for yourself either, you see, so we need to change neighborhoods.
Yes, that's one of the things I've been trying to do is change neighborhoods because I don't really want to stay in this neighborhood anymore.
Yeah.
And yes, I've been trying to move to get out of the neighborhood.
I see that. Yeah, and that's exactly what you need to do, Dee Dee. And I also feel that there's been a hold up and a slow up in your work as well. Is that also true?
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Something happened in March. That's pretty much sets me back big time. There's been a hold up. There's been a big old slow up in work. So
okay, but I also feel that was orchestrated.
Really?
So there's more to the story, and you need to see. Remember, I was talking to the other caller, and we're talking about the root cause of her illness. Or low iron, you need to see the root cause of why all this kind of came to a head and happened in the first place. I see somebody two-faced and a culprit behind the scenes in this.
Okay.
All right. So imagine someone stirring the pot, almost like kicking the bee's nest. So now everything's in your face.
Yes.
Okay.
I also felt that too.
Okay. And so, girl, why do you think I'm telling you to light a candle? We need something to pick up some energy.
Now. I'm going to light one. I bought some. I don't know where I put them. I tried to light one about a week ago. I tried to light a candle. I don't know where I put the candles.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to find where I put the candles so I can.
Yeah, you know why? Because negativity's trying to block you. And I'm going to say this to you, Dee Dee. I'm going to say this to everyone listening. When you're on your path, la, 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 everything's going, not everything's perfect, but you're like, okay. And all of a sudden, you're like, where did this roadblock come from? That's weird. And then you're like, okay, well, let me see if I can circumvent it. I can go around. I can go, but I can't do that. That's weird. I'm always able to figure a way. That's weird. Then you're like, oh, let me do something to help myself. Let me go talk to someone. Let me go call someone. And you forget to pick up the phone and call them. You forget to ask someone to help you. You say, I've got to do something spiritual, especially if you want to do something spiritually. I need to do something spiritually to help myself. And then suddenly you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. So you're like, oh, yeah, let me buy these candles. Now you don't know where they are. Does that make sense to anyone? No, it does not. That means that there's something blocking you, because I don't see you as having the most disorganized house I've ever seen, because spiritually I go in people's houses and yours is not that bad. So somewhere those candles are. And you know what? Don't use that as an excuse. Listen, do not use that as an excuse like I've got to find the candle. No. You pick yourself up and you get in the car and you go to your local grocery store and you buy yourself a 7-day white candle. Publix should have one, and light it up. Eventually, you'll find the other candles.
I will do that.
Okay?
I will do that.
because something's stopping you from getting your power back. And suddenly you feel very disempowered, and that's not where we want to be in our journey.
Exactly.
But I do know things will lighten up, things will pick up, things will move forward. And I see that change coming for you. My condolences on your grandma, the loss of your grandma.
Thank you.
And
I also lost my mom from the time we didn't speak. I lost my mom and my grandma, my dad. I done lost a lot from that little time that we didn't speak. But it's been a couple of years since I called your show. I done lost a lot.
Yes, and then when I look in the energy, I want to place it female who had an issue going on with their lungs, their breath, their breathing, their lungs. This is where they put me here. Was that your mom or your grandma, please?
Their lungs?
Yeah.
That was my mom.
That was your mom. Okay. Because I'm seeing before she passed, there was trouble with her breath, her breathing, her lungs. I place it with your mom or your grandma, so you're telling me it's mom. So because I see the female energy stands above you, okay?
You said a female, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Yeah. She's the one who's closest to you and standing right up front, right near you, okay? So she's like looking out for you. And Dee Dee, do you have two children connected to you? Who are the children she's talking about?
2 children connected to me. I don't know. I have 3 daughters.
Does she have 2 children? And why is she talking about 2 children?
Probably the 2 youngest one. My mom has 8 kids. I'm the only daughter. Maybe she's talking about the 2 youngest one. I'm not sure.
Okay, so the 2 youngest ones are how old, please?
One of them is 23 now.
Yeah,
23, 24. And the other one, it turned 18 recently.
Yeah,
either
they're close
18
in
or
age. Okay, they're close in age here. Okay, yeah. Who's looking after those 2 children? For some reason, she seems concerned with them. Are they not getting the guidance and the help they need right now?
Well, right now, it's not really somebody looking after them. It's more so they're looking after themselves. And my brother is supposed to be looking after them, but he's not doing such a good job, and I'm so far away.
Okay, so mom is concerned with the 2.
The best I can, technically.
All right, so somebody needs to keep a better eye on them. If it's not because they're close in distance, because mom's talking about the two kids, and so I would see that she would see them as kids as opposed to adult children. So if your brother's not doing his job, then maybe you need to pick up the phone. I know you got your hands full, but pick up the phone or have somebody else pick up the phone, video call, help them map out life. Especially the youngest one, next steps very important for them. They can't just be by themselves trying to figure life out at that age, especially the youngest. All right, because the 23-year-old is not old enough and savvy enough to help the littler one. So we've got to keep an eye on them. Mom seems, not that she's not close to you and connected with you, she is, but she's seeming concerned with the 2 children. So I want to leave you with that, Dee Dee, because I do have to go for now. I do hope you continue to listen to the show, and thank you for following us all this time, and that you call in again.
No problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Okay, bye-bye.
866-972-7247. And we've got to go to Palm Beach Gardens, and I've got Danielle on the phone. Danielle, how are you tonight?
Not so great.
Oh, dear. All right. Well,
Sarah,
So what is your question for us
One of the reasons
tonight?
I'm calling.
Yes. What is your question?
Every day to day is like a roller coaster. Never know what's going to hit me, or things are going to be up and down. Well, I have so many different things going on with divorce, number one,
yep.
a house to be sold, which that seemed to just have some changes on that one. And kind of, I'm just perturbed perturbed with my soon-to-be ex, with someone I had spoken to recently who had divulged things to me that really should have come from my spouse to me rather than to her. She's our doggy groomer. And it was very, very odd. Kind of a confession of sorts on his part, which he's never done with me, but did it with her, of all people. And I guess he didn't think I was going to have any kind of...
Yeah, but he's also trying to save face with people. Like, okay, this is what I've done, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm, I accept responsibility. But to you, he cannot be the bad guy or accept responsibility, because that would go against his behavior of his own inability to be accountable and his own selfishness, you see. So, he can't show that he's not, that he's not a good guy to you. He has to hold his character, but he needs everybody else to think he's a good guy. Right? He needs them to feel he's a good guy.
It's just odd. It's like he sends me Mother's Day cards, as a mother, when we're in the middle of this whole situation, unexpected.
Yeah.
And it's peculiar, but
trying to save face.
I accept it, and then I find out this conversation, and it's just it's just like a mind, messing around.
So let's not give it power, Danielle.
I don't know what his intention is.
We need to just get done with this, and we're supposed to finish this by the end of the year. So we need to keep the puppy trail moving, because we need this house sold, and we need to keep everything moving so that you can go on with your life, right? And this year is a year for you to really have your life in a better sense, a better flow, the sense of being out of control, tied to other people, is over, right? And that's what you need to focus on. What's your follow-up question to this for me, please?
Well, I'm just hoping, this is coming on June. I hope that the house, because we had something going we thought we did, with a buyer, and we just didn't feel right about it. It was going back and forth, with the attorney review, and I just hope that we find a good buyer, another one soon, because that sort of attaches to having the conclusion of this divorce happen.
Correct.
As well.
Correct. Yeah.
So
and you'll have another buyer. You'll have another buyer. I feel like that the buyer you had, even though we might have been able to bring it to the table to close, it may have been a little too complicated, and in the last minute something could have happened to create more stress than saying, hey, we're not moving forward with this. Let's clear this slate, and let's step into a new opening for someone else to come forth. You did make the right move. So someone will step forward.
Oh, good.
I feel like the other people wanted too many concessions. The other people just were complicated, right? So I don't feel like we need so many concessions and things. So just trust that the universe will bring a person for you in the perfect time. And ideally, we should be setting our intention that we're closing, by the very beginning of July, right? So we're going to find someone in the next few weeks, and we're going to have them go through the paperwork, and you're going to say, I'm selling this house by July. And you just tell the universe, we're selling the house by July. I expect you to get it done, universe, and just keep focusing on it. Not from fear, not from need, just from visualization. And this is your intention, and that the universe will support you.
Okay. So just keep positive.
You have to, given all that's going on. Otherwise, we're going to be visiting you in a nice little rubber room. So we don't want to do that. Just kidding. But, that's how you're feeling. So we're not going there. All right? We don't want to feel so out of balance. We just want to have our life back.
No. Yes.
So
thank you.
We are done with craziness. I used to say something on my Facebook Lives, and we used to call it DWD, done with drama. You're done with drama. We are not doing drama. We are not dealing with him anymore. That's what lawyers are for. And we're just going to wrap it up.
All right. I hope it's done, and it's done well, where I can feel peaceful after, sooner than later.
You will, but remember, the more anxious we are for something to come, the more we pinch the energy and stop it from happening for us. All right. So I want you to just focus on it's going to flow. Everything's flowing. Everything's coming up roses. It's going to be good. All right. All right, Danielle, I'm
Don't
so
let
glad
these little things get in the way. Thank you so much, Sarah. You make me feel better.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Keep me posted.
I appreciate you. Take care.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Bye.
Have a good night.
866, you too, 972-7247. I've got to go back to the phone lines, and I want to go to Boca. I've got Marlinda on the line. Marlinda, I think I'm saying that correctly. How are you? Are you there?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi. Hello.
Good to connect with you, Marlinda. How are you tonight?
I'm hanging in there.
Are you there, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Marlinda, we have just a few minutes. We're getting ready to get as many calls in before we close out the show. Marlinda, what is your question for us tonight?
I just have a question on behalf of my purpose here on Earth. I'm blind. I haven't been, really doing nothing with myself.
Right.
So I just want to see what Spirit has to say about my purpose here and my relationship as far as my financial status.
Yes. So when I look at the energy, the first thing they make me aware of is that you have been feeling this sense of not being able to really connect with people either. Like you don't really feel like you fit in and connect with people. And so right now it's for you to be in the energy of connection with the divine. And as you stay in the energy of connection with divine and become more prayerful, which is very important for you, you're going to have a sense of peace. And when we talk about purpose, my guides talk to me about all the struggles that you have been through over the years. Particularly, they go back the past 5 years. And when I go back the past 5 years, I feel like there's been a lot of twists and turns, and you haven't felt like you could count on anyone and really have the support you want, and particularly in the finances. And so it's for you to sit and be still, and in being in still in meditation, for you to come to a choice, a feeling, an understanding that there is an opportunity for you to be of service to others and to empower others who have challenges like yourself, and so that you could help them as you also help yourself. So your purpose in life is to take this task and handle the task before you, which is viewed by many as a limitation, and to take the limitation that is making you feel like you're separated from the world and almost like you are in this energy of disconnect, and find the way to be connected more to the universe than you are of the world. And then when you're more connected to the universe, God and the angels are going to put before you an opportunity to create a purpose with helping people and creating abundance for yourself at the same time, because you have so much to share with people and you have such a good heart. And I know that you feel like you've been stuck for a while, but I do know that things are going to open up. When I take you into the month of September, that's when I feel like you've kind of purged yourself of some of the sorrow and the disappointments and the feeling of lack. And as we've cleared that, you're going to open up to something new coming into your path as something you can do to help other people. I do hope that this is something that resonates with you and that you are able to meditate on, Marlinda. Does this resonate with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So do your prayers and stay true to the divine, and know that we are infinite beings and there are no limitations. Do not let the physical limitation impede your ability to be this vast, powerful spirit being on earth, because you have a lot of power behind you. We thank you for your phone call. We know the angels surround you, and we look forward to talking to you again, Marlinda.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Well, here we are, closing out our show for tonight here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on the True Oldies station. I would love to talk to you next Wednesday night at our radio station here at True Oldies at 6:30 to 9 p.m. Love to make the connection with all of you. Love to feel your connection on Facebook and YouTube. Pop by the Expedito Center in West Palm Beach. Stop by, say hi, pick up a few things to help you on the spiritual path. Perhaps sit and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual, via phone, via internet, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, we can do it all. Just connect with us. Visit sarahspiritual.com to find out how you can book your personal session. But it's been a pleasure to connect with all of you here on our show. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Help me hold the answer we are looking for. Love me open up another door.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.